We're now moving on to our second lesson of IELTS Writing Task 2. And today we'll be learning how the examiner marks and gives your essay a score. And of course, in IELTS you are given a band score. Much like IELTS Writing Task 1, the examiner uses a set of band descriptors to assess and give your essay a score. By the end of this lesson, you'll better understand these band descriptors and the criteria that you need to meet to score band 6, 7 or higher. So, as with Task 1, the band descriptors have 4 sections, the first one being task achievement. Task achievement basically means how well you answer the question. For example, if your essay doesn't answer the question given, you'd score very lowly in task achievement. Coherence and cohesion means how well you organise your essay, for example using paragraphs. As I'm sure you will remember, lexical resource measures how well you use vocabulary. And finally, grammatical range and accuracy measures how well you use a range of sentence structures and grammatical forms. I believe it's highly useful for you to understand these 4 assessment criteria, as you will know exactly what the examiner is looking for in your essay. Now we'll go into a lot more detail about what you need to do to score highly in each of the 4 band descriptors. First up, we'll be taking a look at task achievement, and this measures how well you answer the question. Here are the band descriptors from 6 to 9. If you want to take a closer look, download the full band descriptors in this lesson. Okay, so what do you need to do to score highly in task achievement? To put it simply, you need to fully answer the question that you have been given. A lot of students make the mistake in only answering a part of the question or not clearly giving their opinions. You'll also score higher if you develop and fully explain your ideas. You can give relevant examples to clearly illustrate your thinking. Also, it's very important that you write over 250 words. Now, with a bit of practice, you won't need to count, as you will be able to tell from the look of your essay how many words in a roundabout way that you have written. But at the same time, you don't want to be writing 400 or 500 words, as you won't score any extra marks for doing this. So, do make sure that you answer the question in full with fully supported and clearly explained ideas and opinions. The second band descriptor is coherence and cohesion. To score highly here, you need to logically organise your essay. That means you can use the 4-step structure which I briefly showed you in the last lesson to help present and organise your essay. It's really important to remember that each paragraph has one big idea. For example, in your supporting paragraphs, you wouldn't want to write an argument for and against something in one paragraph. Try and stay focused and organise your ideas simply. Also, using linking words like therefore, although will help to organise your essay, so it's important that you use these, and we'll be looking at that more later on in the course. Our next band descriptor is lexical resource, and as you may remember from Task 1, this is all about the range of vocabulary that you can use. Here, synonyms and collocations will really help you score higher. And it's important to remember not to repeat vocabulary often. It's also very important that your spelling is accurate, as any errors in this will mean you will lose some marks. I believe it's a really good idea to look for some example essays on the internet, read them through and try and steal some common language that you can find. And now on to our last band descriptor, which is grammatical range and accuracy. As with Task 1, it's important that you can use a range of sentence types and grammatical forms with few errors. It's also important to use the correct tense and use a range of punctuation. Here is the band descriptors in full, and remember you can download this from this lesson. My top tips are to organise your ideas logically and use the 4-step structure to help write your essay. That's all for how you were scored in IELTS Writing Task 2. I'll see you in the next lesson.